Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Welcome back if you're joining me again. Today's class is a 50-minute Vinyasa flow class, and it's another installment of the Energise series of classes. And today I have a ladder style flow with a combination of mood boosting backbends, some twists, and also a little bit of strength work in there as well to help you feel more present, enlivened and grounded. And we will conclude with a little bit of Pranayama at the end of class before Shavasana, so you may wish to have a blanket or cushion with you to sit on. And if you are enjoying the classes and you'd like to support me, I'm on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. Enjoy the practice. Thanks for joining me. Namaste. And begin your practice laying down on your back. Rest your feet to the floor and let your knees knock in toward one another. Take a few moments to welcome yourself to your practice. Make yourself comfortable. Gently closing down your eyes, shutting out the light. Letting your eyes feel the invitation to rest. Your mind, the invitation to quieten. Without adjusting your breath, become aware of its gentle rise and easy fall, feeling the movement your breath creates. Now, with a little bit more intention, start to direct the flow and depth of your breath. Breathing into your belly, your ribs, your chest. And then slowly releasing from your chest, your ribs, then your belly. So you're gradually breathing in and you're slowly breathing out. And as you really start to feel the wave of your breath expanding and dissolving more vividly, start the process of reuniting with yourself, coming home, your attention more grounded in your body. And give yourself this time now to cultivate the conditions to feel more energized, steady and grounded. And if it feels meaningful to you, create an intention for your practice, focusing on the qualities that might contribute to you feeling more vitality. Our energy will always follow our mind's cue, so where your mind is focused, it's the energy that is absorbed. So perhaps distilling that intention down to a word or two so you can easily return to it throughout your practice. And take one more cycle of breath. And then walk your feet in toward one another. Gather your knees in toward your chest. And softly roll some circles through your low back spine, whatever feels good there. Keep your right knee hugging in. Extend your left leg out long and hover your left leg just above the floor. Point all 10 toes. Biking your legs now, alternating, catching opposite knees in toward your chest to the beat of your breath. And you're welcome to keep your head and your shoulders resting on the mat or lift yourself, look down your body if it doesn't bother your neck for a little bit more core activation. Just warming up here, flushing some warmth and movement into your legs and your hips. You can stay with this bent knee variation or keep going, straighten your legs, flexing your feet. Then next time you're holding your right leg, pause, rest your left heel and your head back to the floor And come into Supta Padangusthasana, recline big toe pose. Right heel up toward the ceiling, and to modify and offer your right hamstrings a little more space, if you need it, you can bend your left knee, step your foot to the floor. And then rather than flattening the curve of your low back, press the back of your sacrum into the floor so you create a small trough in your low back, and then press your right leg into the basket of your hands, gently resisting with your hands. Last few breaths, very subtly extend your right sitting bone down toward the front of your mat and over toward your inner left thigh to level your pelvis. Stay for one more breath in and one more breath out. Moving into half happy baby pose, bending your right knee, catch a hold outside edge of your right foot. Aim your right knee down toward your armpit. And we'll return to this short sequence of poses at the end of the class, so checking in as you move through this sequence, noticing how you feel, the movement and range you have. And also finding a shape that supports a full breath, feeling a comfort, moving away from any forcing. And then moving into a hip groin stretch, reclined pigeon pose, cross your right ankle to the top of your left thigh, interlace your fingers behind your left leg, and draw your left knee in as you guide your right knee out to the side. So as you check in and over the next few breaths, you might like to ease in and out of your shapes and see if that creates a little bit more freedom and ease in and around your hips. And then moving into a twist, wrap your right leg over your left or stack your knees, arms wide to a T, lay your knees to the left, turning your gaze to your right. 3 slow breaths, breathing in toward where you have space, into your ribs, your chest, your upper back. As you exhale, relax the stack of your legs a little more so you can deepen into your twist. And coming back to center, catch your knees in, realign yourself into a straight line. We'll cycle through the other side. Once more, start to bike the legs, one knee bends, one leg straight, point your toes. And your choice, either lifting your head and your shoulders or stay resting back as you move your lower body. Either stay with this or switch, straight legs, flex your feet, alternating. And next time your left leg comes in, just hold there, settle your right heel to the floor, extend your left heel up toward the ceiling. Pause and breathe here, inviting your upper body now, your shoulders, your neck, jaw and head to soften back in space. Moving into half happy baby, bending your left knee, aiming your left knee towards your armpit, softening into the crease of your left hip without forcing. Oftentimes, simple movement with your attention not only helps to declutter your mind, clearing the energetic field around you, but it also helps to release physical tension that might be causing some fatigue, leaving you feeling a little bit more rejuvenated once you do move. Take one more cycle of breath. And then move into your reclined pigeon stretch. Cross your left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Bring your right knee in. Guide your left knee out to the side. And then transition into your twist. Settle your left leg over your right, tee out your arms, knees to the right. 3 slow breaths. And then coming back to center, knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze, then cross at your ankles, hold onto your feet. Squeeze up into a little ball, take a few rock and rolls through the length of your spine. And then either roll up over your legs to come to all fours or ease your way out to one side, make your way there. And just smoothly now, once you're situated, waving through a few rounds of cat and cow, arching, rounding your spine. Just thinking about these first few postures, concentrating on creating more space, lubricating the joints, and offering yourself more room for your breath to expand on the inhales and for your muscles to soften on your exhales. Making your way back to what feels like neutral through your spine, and then just go ahead, tuck your toes, press back to your first downward facing dog. And then take your down dog and move it a little, pedaling your heels, swaying your hips. And let that movement be diagnostic, reading your body just as a witness. Without any judgment, noticing any tight places in your body and just sending your breath there. And also observing the places where you might feel more open and strong. And then start to tidy your shape up. Pause your movement. Bring your attention to your hands, spread your fingers, press into the L shape of your index finger and your thumb, and then start to press the floor away using the muscles of your arms so you can shift more weight back into your legs. And then coming high onto the balls of your toes, softly bend your knees and lift your hips a little higher like you're trying to sit on the ceiling. Then start to anchor your heels down to the floor and work towards straightening your legs. Take another cycle of breath. One more breath in. Exhale, lower your right knee to the mat, moving into a modified side plank on your right. Ground your left heel, balance on your right hand. Turn open to your left, reach your left hand up toward the ceiling, and then sweep your left arm overhead. Pause for a few rounds of breath, gently leaning your torso back as you press your hips forward. Take your left hand to the floor, spiral your back heel up, take a core lunge, press down to hug your right knee in toward your chest. Next inhale, step back to plank and pause. Eyes gently forward, front body strong. Knees or no knees here. On an exhale, lower just a third of the way down and hold. Lower another third, pause. Exhale, lower and place yourself to the floor. On an inhale, a back bend. In this version, raise your legs, hover your hands, and then exhale, lower and press back to downward facing dog. On an inhale now, raise your right leg up and back, down dog splits. On your exhale, step to your hands for low lunge. Stay on the fingertips, curl your heart up. On an exhale, flow into the half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Work towards straightening your right leg. Go gently between the two with your breath and inhale to lunge. And exhale and straighten. On your inhale now, lunge forward and raise your arms, bring your torso upright. And on your exhale, twist, send your right arm back and your left arm forward. Start to revolve your gaze, your chest, your ribs to your right. Engaging your arm muscles to reach and extend across your chest. Next inhale, reverse your lunge, right hand down to the back of your left thigh, reach your left hand high. And then windmill your hands to the floor, step up to the top of your mat. Space your feet hips width apart on an inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, fold in Uttanasana. On an inhale, rise slow, come to stand, sweep your arms overhead. And then pause, press your hands to prayer at your heart. On your inhale now, raise your arms overhead. Take your right hand to your left wrist and side bend to your right. Bump your hips out to the left. On an inhale, sway back through center, switch your hands. Exhale, side bend to your left. Breathe your way back to center, separate your arms, shoulder width apart. Find a steady gaze and really slowly now rise up onto your toes to balance, lifting the heels. Keep the heels lifted, bend your knees and lower into a squat. Knees point forward, arms float down, finding your range and height for comfort. On your inhale, keep the heels lifting, rise slow, come back to stand, arms overhead. And again, as you're ready, lower and balance on your toes, squat down. Take your fingertips to the floor now, keep the heels lifting, straighten your legs, raise your seat. Exhale, land your heels and fold in a little closer toward your legs. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward, hands to shins. Exhale, downward facing dog, step your right foot, then your left foot back. Take a moment to check in, feeling the quality of your breath. And the quality of your attention. Over to the left side, breathe a smooth breath in. Exhale, lower your left knee to the mat for side plank on your left. Ground your right heel, balance on your left hand, turn open to your right. Then reach your right hand overhead, holding here. Extending your tailbone down toward your heel. And then take your right hand to the floor, spiral your back heel up, take a core lunge, left knee to chest. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Take a breath, look forward, greet your shape. And then exhale, lower a third, hold. Lower another third. And then exhale, come to your belly. Inhale for your back bend, raise your legs, hover your hands. And then press back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your left leg up and back, down dog splits. Exhale, step to your hands for low lunge. On the fingertips, open your chest wide. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman, work towards straightening your left leg. Between the two, with your breath, inhale, lunge. Exhale, the half splits. Breathing in, lunge forward, this time raise the arms. Exhale and twist, tee out your arms, left arm back, your right arm forward, turning your belly, ribs, chest to the left. Next inhale, reverse your lunge, left hand low, right hand high. And then hands to the floor and step up, top of your space. Feet hips width, on an inhale, open your chest forward. Exhale and fold over your legs. Breathe in, rise slow, come to stand, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, pause, press your hands to prayer at your heart. We'll keep flowing on an inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, side bend to your right. Breathe your way back to center and a side bend to your left. Inhale, center, arms shoulder width apart. Slowly now rise up onto the balls of your toes. Find your balance, not far to fall. And then on an exhale, keep your heels lifted, bend the knees and lower. Inhale, slowly rise up. Heels stay lifted, arms overhead. And then again, lower, balancing on your toes for a squat. Fingertips to the floor, keep the heels raised, straighten the legs. Exhale, land your heels and fold toward your legs. Breathing in, lengthen your chest forward. Stepping back, downward dog, left foot, then your right foot. Pause and reset. Just take 3 slow cycles of breath. We're going to add to our flow, keep merging your attention, your breath, your movement together so you can ground the activity of your mind and free up some energy reserves. Smooth breath in here. Exhale, lower and land your right knee to the floor, modified side plank on your right, turning open to your left. Left arm now on your exhale overhead. Same time, raise and flex your left leg. Just finding your balance here, engaging your outer left hip to lift your left leg. And then bend your left knee, reach your left hand back for your left foot for half bow or reach back in that direction. Press the hips forward, lean your skull back, breathe a full breath in, a full breath out. On your inhale, release and extend, arm and your leg, and then left hand to the floor, left foot to the floor, core lunge in the air, right knee to your chest. Inhale, step back, plank pose. Pause for a moment, resisting the floor, lower 1/3 of the way down. Take a breath. Exhale, lower and hover. And then all the way down to the floor. Lift your body and your back bend, legs and hands float. Then press back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your right leg up and back, down dog splits. Exhale, step your right foot up for low lunge. Keep your left toes tucked now. Take a breath on your fingertips in your low lunge. Exhale for pyramid variation. We're going to lift the hips, work towards straightening both legs. Go between the two once more now. Inhale, bend your knees, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid, lift your hips, straighten your legs and fold. Return to your low lunge. Raise your arms by your ears. Exhale and twist to your right, send your right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, reverse your low lunge. Exhale now, hands to the floor, moving into Skandasana. Raise your left knee, walk over to your left foot, bending your left knee, straighten your right leg. Then come up and over to your right now, straighten your left leg. Go once more over to your left. And then turn and face the top of your mat to step up. Open and fold with your breath. Rise, come to stand, breathe your arms overhead. Exhale, pause, to your palms to touch at the heart. One time now, arms overhead, rise up onto your toes, balance. Exhale, lower and squat on your toes. Stay here, fingertips to the floor, lift your hips, straighten your legs any amount, and then land your heels and fold in. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, downward facing dog, left foot, then your right foot. Few steady breaths to arrive and recenter. Left side now, take a breath in. Exhale, left knee to the floor, side plank on your left. Turn and open to your right, right arm reaches up. And on an exhale, right arm overhead as you raise and flex your right leg. Balancing here. Bend your right knee now, reach back, right hand to catch a hold for your right foot, half bow or your version. Breathe a full breath in, a full breath out. Take one more here, extend, arm and your leg. And then right hand to the floor, right foot to the floor, core lunge in the air, left knee to chest. Inhale, step back, plank pose, pause. Exhale and lower 1/3 of the way down. Again, lower another third and hover right above the floor. And then place yourself down. On your inhale, lift for your back bend, arms, legs. Exhale, flow back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your left leg back. Exhale, step your left foot to your hands, low lunge. Keep the right toes tucked, take a breath on your fingertips. Exhale, pyramid variation, lift your hips and work towards straightening your legs. Between the two, once more, inhale, low lunge. Breathe out, pyramid, raise the hips, straighten and fold. Return to low lunge, reach your arms up by your ears. Exhale and twist to your left, send your left arm back, your right arm forward. On your inhale, reverse your low lunge. And then hands to the floor, pick up your right knee, Skandasana to your right. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Skandasana to your left, on the wave of your breath, straighten your right leg. Go once more over to your right. Turn and face the top of your mat and step up. Open and fold with your breath. Rise, come to stand, inhale. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Next inhale, arms overhead, raise your heels and balance. Exhale, lower and squat on your toes. Fingers to the floor, lift your hips, straighten your legs. Exhale, land your heels and fold in. Breathing in, take a halfway lift, look forward. Downward facing dog, left foot, then your right foot. It's perhaps taking a moment now to return to your intention so you can continue to direct your energy on purpose, focusing your efforts. So we'll add on, stay with me now, the final flow before we start to cool down. A little bit different. On an inhale, slowly raise your right leg up and back, down dog splits. Exhale, core lunge in the air, right knee to your chest. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale now, 3-point plank. Shoot your right leg straight back without lifting your hips. And then moving into full side plank on your left now, balancing on your left hand. Turn open onto the outer edge of your left foot. And reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. So for more challenge, you can keep your right foot flexed and lifted. For more steadiness, set the right foot down to the floor in front of your left. Holding here, a few more breaths. Release to plank pose, and either take a slow punctuated push-up to the floor in your vinyasa or press back to downward facing dog. We'll all meet up there. On your inhale now, raise your right leg up and back. Exhale through our flow, step to low lunge, left knee softly to the floor. Take a breath on your fingertips. Exhale, pyramid pose, lift the hips and fold. Once more, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, low lunge, reach your arms overhead. Exhale and twist to your right, right arm back, left arm forward. Breathe in, reverse your low lunge. Exhale, windmill your hands to the floor one time now. Raise your left knee, Skandasana to your left, right leg straight. Then turn and face the top of your mat and step up. Open and fold with your breath. Rise, come to stand, sweep up. Hands to prayer, center of your chest. Little different now. Inhale, arms overhead, raise your heels, balance. Exhale, lower and squat. Inhale, rise once more on your toes, reach up. And then land your heels, chair pose, bend your knees, sit the hips low, keep your arms by your ears. Balance on your right foot now, stand, bring your left knee in toward your chest. Just pause, find a steady gaze, reset if you need to. And then slip your left hand down to the outside of your left foot, point your left knee down, coming into standing bow pose, squeeze your left heel to your buttocks. And then slowly now, right arm up toward the ceiling, press your left foot into your hand, angle your torso forward and balance. Focus your gaze to a steady point ahead of you. Gently release, step down to the floor and give your legs a little shake. We'll move through our final side. Toe heel your big toes to touch, top of the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Breathe in, lengthen your chest forward. Step back, downward facing dog. Right foot, then your left. On an inhale, slowly raise your left leg up and back. Exhale, core lunge in the air, left knee to chest, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, 3-point plank, left leg straight back. And then moving into full side plank on your right, balancing on your right hand. Turning open onto the outer edge of your right foot. Left arm reaches up. For more challenge, keep the left foot flexed and lifted. For more steadiness, ground yourself to set the left foot down to the floor in front of your right. One more breath in. Exhale, release, plank pose, and your choice, a vinyasa or press back to downward facing dog, and we will all meet up there. On an inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, step to your low lunge. Tap the right knee down. Take a breath on your fingertips. And then move into pyramid. Lift the hips and fold. Once more, smoothly now. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Breathe your way back. Low lunge, arms reach up, overhead. Exhale and twist to your left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Breathe in, reverse your low lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Raise the right knee, Skandasana over to your right. Turn and face the top of your mat and step up. Open and fold with your breath. Rise, come to stand on your inhale. And then hands to prayer, center of your chest. Getting steady, ground your feet. Inhale, arms overhead, raise your heels. Exhale, lower and squat. Breathe your way back up to stand, arms overhead, heels raised. And then land for chair pose, heels down, hips low, arms by your ears. Balance on your left foot now, stand, bring your right knee in toward your chest. Then pause, find your balance, slip your right hand down to your right toes, right knee points down, right heel in toward your buttocks, left hand high. Slowly press your right hand into your right foot. Resist with your foot and make your way into your balance. Standing bow pose. Just one more slow breath in. And release. Step down to the floor. Shake out the legs. You're going to come into Malasana now, yogi squat, toe heel your feet wide and sitting down any amount on the back of your legs, or take a soft forward fold if that favours your knees better as an alternative. Pausing here for a few breaths, inviting the shape to land your breath into a slower cadence. One more breath in. One more breath out. Gently lower your buttocks down to the floor. Grab any additional layers you may wish to have as we approach our cool down. Then come to rest down on your back. Gather your knees in toward your chest. And then place your feet to the floor. We're going to move through 2 back bends. I'll guide you through 1 round of fish pose, followed by 1 round of bridge. So please feel free to adapt and add on or subtract. You can add on a wheel or perhaps take a lighter back bend or a supported back bend if you feel inclined. If you're following along with me, transitioning into Matsyasana fish pose, placing your hands under your buttocks, palms down, extending your legs out straight along the mat. Point or flex your toes. And on an inhale, balloon your chest toward the ceiling. Press down through your elbows, forearms, lightly tipping your head back to come to rest on the crown of your head if that's comfortable. Starting to feed your breath into the front of your body. You can open and close your mouth to release and open into the jaw there. And then reversing slowly out of the pose, chin to chest, lower your torso. Bend the knees, release your hands, and with your buttocks down, just take a moment to pause, a breath to feel. And then moving into bridge pose, place your feet hips width apart, arms alongside your body and lifting up as you're ready. Option to interlace your hands under your body or catch your hands around the edges of the mat. And taking a bind here just can help narrow your shoulder blades in toward one another and help open the front of your chest. And just support yourself there by actively pressing down where your arms, shoulders, feet meet the mat. Start to reach the hips away from your chest. Find an even breath in and an equal breath out. Gently, gently releasing, lowering down, and bring your knees in toward your chest. Take a rock side to side. To close our movement practice, we'll very briefly cycle through those 4 postures we started with so you can really observe and check in with how you're feeling. So you're going to keep your right knee hugging in, extend your left leg out long, resting your heel to the mat. And then send your right leg up toward the ceiling, Supta Padangusthasana, recline big toe, or your hamstring stretch there. Hands come interlace behind the back of your right leg. And then adjust and settle in. Just take a few stationary breaths. And just as we did at the start of the class, offer your body some freedom and ease, moving in and out of that place where you feel like your edge is with the rhythm of your breath. So you're not forcing anything. And then from here, transition into a half happy baby, bending your right knee. I like to bend my left knee as well. Just pause for a few breaths, observing how you feel. And then coming into your reclined pigeon, right ankle to your left knee, flex your feet. And then observing if any space has opened up for you. And then move into your twist, wrap or stack the legs, aim your knees over to the left and your gaze to your right. Just practicing some longer, slower exhale. So you encourage your body to move towards surrender and rest, discharging any final momentum or tension from your nervous system. And then release and roll your way back to center. We'll switch, knees in, reset. Keep your left knee hugging in, extend your right leg out long. And then left heel up toward the ceiling. Head rests back, and just having moved through your practice more dynamically, you've increased blood flow, your heart rate, and worked on releasing any tension that may have accumulated in your body. It's all very helpful in reducing fatigue and promoting a feeling of energy in your body. Bending your left knee now for half happy baby. And then into your hip groin stretch. Just pause for a breath or two, check in. And then easing your way into your twist. Left leg over your right, rest your knees to the right. And when you think of cultivating the conditions for feeling more energetic, know that the energy you have access to is most useful when it's channeled and free-flowing. So our practice aims to release the blockages that prevent the free flow of prana, physically and mentally. Roll your way back to center now. Unravel your legs. Give yourself a squeeze. And then with your knees in, cross just at your ankles. Rock and roll your way back up to sit. We'll all meet up in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Practicing a brief pranayama before resting in shavasana quietly now, just finding your comfortable seat, allowing your knees to relax down, your spine to lift, and then gently closing down your eyes or take a gaze down the tip of your nose. We'll cycle through a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana, alternative nostril breathing, calming and quietening practice for the mind and body. With your eyes soft or closed, bring your attention to your breath and the subtle movement your breath creates. We'll move through 6 rounds of this pranayama. I'll guide you through 2 and then just follow your own rhythm. Take your right hand now, index and middle finger to the space between your eyebrows. Thumb to your right nostril, ring and little finger to your left nostril. Sitting tall, relaxing your shoulders, softening your eyes. Wherever you're at in your breathing cycle, empty your lungs. Gently close your right nostril, breathe in through the left. Top of the inhale, pause for a moment. Close the left nostril and exhale through your right. Inhale right side, little pause, top of the inhale. Close the right, exhale left side. And that completes 1 round. Inhale left side, Exhale, right side. Breathing in through the right. Breathing out through the left. Continue on 4 more rounds, your own time. No rush, just completing the practice. Breathing out on the left side. Gently releasing your hand and just stay for a few breaths. Noticing now the freedom of your breath through both nostrils and how more relaxed and present moment oriented your mind is. Your breath is one manifestation of your energy or your prana moving through your body. So just taking care to breathe well, cultivating presence and clearing away physical or mental blockages is the key to a more free flow of energy and feeling of vitality. And with as little disruption now as possible, allow yourself to rest. You might like to remain upright if you're feeling really peaceful, or you might like to rest back in shavasana, legs outstretched, arms by your side. And if you have quite a bit of time to rest and let go now, you can pause the video. And otherwise, just allow your body to relax and open into the space around you. And I'll be back to guide you back in just a few minutes. And gently and softly now transitioning back, bringing some movement to your body, a wriggle and a stretch, a deeper breathe. And if you are lying back there, bending your knees, take your feet to the floor and ease your way over to your right side. Gently opening your eyes, welcoming in the light of your room and your day ahead. And then gently press your way back up to sit. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're now feeling a little more perky and more enlivened and you're ready for the rest of your day. Namaste.